There we go.
My God, my God.
I don't know why the lighting is awful. Should I turn this light off behind us?
Oh, yes. I'm so sorry. I mean, this is what we really look like, but I don't need people. No, just flip the switch.
Which switch?
On the wall. Does that make it better? Last time I had to put my face all on the thing, and everybody got to see how horrible I looked. And then... No. Is the light... I didn't move the lights. Well, we did move the light.
We did, but still, like, we're not as warm as we usually are. And Google took away all the filters and shit, so we can't even, like, warm it up.
I'm sorry that I look this ugly. It's
right. We kind of look a little bit sickly, almost like we're in a hospital. I'm not sure what's going on. It's a little awkward, but you know, whatever. It's fine.
Oh,
what are you doing?
I don't know. I'm trying to fix it.
No, there's no fixing it. We need our filters back so we can make ourselves look warmer. Oh,
would you be surprised if this is? I would laugh if the backlight is what's warming the whole situation, but it's not.
No.
It helped a little.
But weird. Anyway.
Well, we're in true color tonight.
What do you mean true color? I am not this color.
I'm a little bit lighter.
You're I don't know. It's the pallor. It's like this kind of weird greenish hospital thing going on. I don't know what it is, but anyway, this is what you got. If you need to, just close your eyes and listen. Sometimes,
is that what we say?
Sometimes it might just be better to do that anyway. We don't have to actually look at us.
Oh my God. Yeah. So, welcome to episode 21. We're perfectly legal in episode 21 of season 5 of Let's Have a Fefe.
Zola.
And if you are just now joining us, where the hell have you been?
Seriously, like, you don't really have any excuse at this point. Like,
I mean,
there's really, you're gonna try and wear those? Because last time you did, you almost took your ears off.
I told him I would try. Just kidding. I'm gonna put them on my dress.
Okay, I was gonna say, I have to go bring him cookies.
Will you take these earrings to him? Tell him I need clips.
Like, at least just put clips on these. Fix them.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Elizabeth. Hello. Oh, and then another Elizabeth. They both got reminders. Imagine. Yeah.
Now, and Dolores. We have Dolores.
I wasn't sure if I should call her by that name.
Dolores is probably working, so it's okay.
Oh. So, because her boss working
when Dolores is at work, it's Dolores.
Oh.
Yeah.
That big ass name tag. She probably hates us.
Probably.
Okay, yes. Yes, Susan. Susan, I'm aware. I figured that out.
Oh, Dolores is off. Okay, D, we're good. We can call her D.
Oh, we can call her D.
We can call her D because she's not at work. Well, we thank you for tuning in on your day off. We appreciate it.
Oh my God. Just don't be late tomorrow. This is not how I usually have this.
No, I don't know what you got going on.
Talk about your weekend.
What did I do for my weekend?
You can't really see it.
So I know. I'm like, I knew. My weekend was actually fairly uneventful. Saturday, while my girlfriend was working and doing some stuff that she needed to do for.
She's always busy.
She teaches multiple classes and she goes to class and she does all sorts of shit. So she was working on like work stuff. And I went and ran around to different Goodwills and stuff to find.
You're still on the search?
No, I found everything.
Oh, okay.
To find like Ren Fair garb for her. I have my stuff.
Okay.
And I'm really excited
after
about
last year.
No.
You kind of drove me.
Oh, no. I am so excited about what I'm wearing. This is something I've been wanting to wear for years, but I've never really felt comfortable wearing it. So I'm really, really happy. Yeah. So I went and found her some stuff that we could throw together for garb and whatever for her. And then also that weekend, and this I'm absolutely super, super stoked about. I bought our tickets to Bangkok. So we are officially leaving.
Wait, correction. He doesn't mean me. I'm not going.
No, not this one.
At least not yet.
And
unless somebody has like
You actually
Couple
found we
$100.
found a actually really good deal from here to Bangkok round trip.
You know my current situation.
I know, but it wasn't bad. It was like $1,100
per person.
Yeah.
Oh, might have to get my ducats together.
And we also booked a trip while we were in Bangkok. We're gonna take 3 days and fly to Hong Kong real quick.
Oh, I saw you. I was gonna say tweet like that, but
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to Hong Kong for a few days and then come back. So I got that taken care of as well. So that's really exciting. Like,
I'm kind of excited for you to go.
I'm super stoked. I'm just waiting to get my fucking passport back because I sent it in to get my 10 years. So now I'm just waiting and waiting.
It took forever, and you got it like the week before.
No, because that's not gonna happen because I have to go to Mexico in March. So. They know that though, and when I send in the paperwork, they write if you have expected travel dates. I'm like, yeah,
okay. I was really like, ooh.
And I actually put it on my calendar that if I don't have my passport by a certain date, to call them and be like, bitch, where my shit?
Oh,
yeah,
catch me outside. How about that? Sorry, what?
Yeah,
I blacked out for a second. Hi, Susan. Hi, Elizabeth.
Yeah, see, it's a really, really, really good. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah,
if you've ever met me, I buy things at the last minute, so I'll probably get like the $3,200
right,
price.
Yeah, pretty much. And then for Valentine's Day, my girlfriend and I went to dinner at the Henry, which was very nice. It was nice little sit down there, and
y'all
we actually had
up to the nines.
I don't know, it was dressed up.
Shut up. You weren't in a t-shirt.
Well, no, because we were going somewhere nice, and actually that bothers me. That's actually like kind of
when
a pet
people
peeve
show
of mine.
up to like nice restaurants and they're like, I wore this t-shirt that I wear every day and these shorts.
Or like a polo. It's like, okay, you're going out to a nice restaurant.
Wait. For some people, polos are dress up because they wear a t-shirt all the time.
Polo shirt is not a dress up.
I'm not saying for me. I'm saying
like if you're going out, if you know you are going to be spending about $100 on dinner, you are not wearing a fucking t-shirt or a polo.
Well, I say the same thing about people that drive Mercedes-Benz and other luxury vehicles that they shouldn't get in their car looking like.
Right.
Because they make us poor people feel like, damn.
But it's like, just put a little effort into it. I'm not saying you have to go out in black tie, but put a little effort into it, And then after that, we went and had ice cream at Churn, which was very nice as well. And then went home, and then we went to bed fairly early because we've been up. And I was like, her bedroom is really, really hot because she has.
I bet you it is.
Hell. But no, it's like she has no curtains, and it's like the hottest room in the house right now.
Oh, you need some blackout.
We need something because it's gonna kill me in the summer. Like I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, sweating my ass off.
Well, you don't have that much to give.
Like buckets. It was not fun. Then I couldn't go back to sleep.
We have the air on here, and I've been sweating lately, like as if I'm.
What we really need to do, and the problem is that she gets cold really easy. But when I woke up being hot, she didn't have any covers on her either, so she was probably hot as well. But what we need to do, especially now since the
you get an oscillating fan.
Well, there's a fan already. There's a ceiling fan, but we just need to open the sliding door.
Oh, right now.
Yeah.
In the summer, you probably need to get some.
We'll need to get a fan
cross
something. Because I'm going to die in the summer in that shit. Because it's not going to be so fun at all. But
absolutely.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
Absolutely. So I've kind of been on budget. So
I'm on a budget now. I just like all my money is gone. I had money and I don't have any money.
Well, at least you're going to do something fun.
This is true. I mean, I guess it's a good,
it was worth it. It wasn't like you were paying somebody like horrible money. Hi, baby. What I was going to say is, we went to like,
ooh, I like Curry House.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh, and I didn't tell you what I got. And for Valentine's Day,
he wasn't dead.
I forgot because
didn't we go through this?
I know. Here? So my girlfriend got me a mug that says "Muggle in the Streets, Wizard."
I saw that. Nasty.
I love it. Okay, so I'm only a little bit of a nerd. Like I'm not a huge nerd. I'm only a little bit of a nerd. But I actually have.
Let me stop you.
What?
It's just like being half black. You're not half black. You're black. So if you're nerdy, you're nerdy.
Well, I really have like zero Harry Potter memorabilia. I have the mug, and I have like a tote bag that
This
says
comes from the
Weasley
person
is
that
our king.
drinks butterbeer on a regular basis.
I have no like Harry Potter stuff. I know.
Other than books.
So, but I got that, and I got her like, I went and handpicked because my dad last year for my birthday sent me spices from. It's actually a spice company that's in town, and I went. They're at Tempe Marketplace actually. Penzies.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a website, and I actually went onto the website and handpicked 15 different spices. Because well, she likes to cook, and
well, they don't know that.
So she likes to cook, and I got like all sorts of stuff, like every possible type of, like 2 different curries. I got Vietnamese cinnamon and like a whole bunch of different like some like barbecue rubs and like all sorts of stuff. Roger is Elizabeth's husband.
Oh, sorry.
Also, Roger was a little bit surprised at the amount of cookies that Elizabeth ordered.
Elizabeth ordered. Wait. You know that you're supposed to be confidential when you're delivering those, right?
Oh, it was very underhanded. It was sort of.
You're supposed to deliver them like drugs.
Right. Is it like a HIPAA violation for cookies?
Well, I do know somebody that ordered a lot of cookies. That still owes you some money. Not me.
Who ordered a lot of cookies that still owes me money?
He's watching now.
Who, Scotty? Mm-hmm. Scotty only ordered 2 boxes.
Oh, did he?
Yes. Oh. And I already paid for them.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're welcome.
So he owes you money. Okay. Damn, that shit got real quick. Somebody said something about my lip color.
That's not
thank you.
That's her normal lips.
If my lips are this color, I need to be checked out, and this will be my 4th time going to the doctor in less than 2 months. Because that's what kind of year I'm having.
Because you have germs in this house.
Are you kidding? Their son will eat them in no time if she shares. Elizabeth is not sharing. Are we?
I think Elizabeth may have a problem.
Because she's telling us not to tell people.
Right. Because it's okay, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth,
we're here for you.
Since you're giving them out as gifts, Elizabeth.
Felicia, when's her birthday?
My birthday's in October.
Oh, they'll be gone by then. They're moving. Did you see that? I know.
I haven't been on Facebook, so
just up and leaves. Just whatever.
Wow.
Peace out.
Where's she going?
Texas.
Ugh. Oh, well, they have good drag there. You should.
They have good drag there.
I can't speak for the people.
If you have a travel budget and you need some people,
well, I was trying to get like a gospel, brunch going with her, but then
no, she's moving.
Now she just decided that she's gonna
leaving.
Instead of telling me no, she just said,
I gotta
go.
She didn't want to,
come visit. No, that's not how this works. I don't just come visit.
Don't. Let's talk about my hairline, okay? I am fully aware of the fact that my hairline is receding, but I just cut new shampoos and stuff. So but my next week I'm gonna have like long hair.
What's the shampoo doing?
I just got it today, but by next week I'm gonna have a full head of hair and I'm gonna be French braiding it.
Well, all I can say is I'm glad that your hair isn't like back here and you have a golf land and maybe a mullet. That's all I can say.
I'm just gonna start growing it out back here, so I just sweep it forward.
Don't do. You know who you would look like?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Can we do like a reverse like French braid or like braid
this
way?
Because you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna start going viral on the internet, and
then all the people will be doing reverse French braid, and I'll be a trendsetter. Hey.
Just like the man bun. Looks good on some people.
Oh god, I saw a dude yesterday with a man bun walking, and I wanted to jump out of the car with scissors and cut it off.
Okay, so I kind of like the man bun.
No.
But I don't like the man bun. No. It looks good on some people. I've heard.
Scotty, if this shampoo stuff works, I'll tell Felicia and she can get some for you.
Why do I need to get some?
For Scotty.
Oh, I was like, I am doing just fine. Thank you very much. Okay. I don't even mind the grays that are coming in.
Careful, you'll end up like Teddy.
It's okay. I look good, bald. Let's move. Oh, well, my weekend was really quick.
You can't donate any hair, Ryan. Your hair is not virgin.
but neither are either of you.
The hell you say?
We'll talk about virgins later.
You don't know my life.
And I'm glad that Dee is watching because she'll probably cut my throat tomorrow. Because of what I'm about to talk about. But
and we went and got massages. I treated my girlfriend to a massage.
You finally got a massage.
How
long have we been doing this show?
I know.
You have been saying,
I've needed one since surgery, and I haven't gotten one since surgery.
Do they massage your chest?
It's the Thai foot massage, so it's a lot of stretching and things like that. It's great.
I was gonna say, massage therapists are good about loosening.
Yeah, but sometimes, I'm still a little bit tender, so I don't necessarily want people pushing on my chest.
Oh.
There's still spots that can be a little bit tender sometimes.
Oh.
I know, it's horrible.
So we just got
it's naturally red, but you dyed it, so it's not virgin.
I just want to finish my week.
No.
I didn't even have really a
whatever
big
to
do. I just had a facial. That's that.
I bet you did.
Not in that kind of way. Scottish.
Also, my girlfriend says she can't go. I can't be her gay boyfriend because I don't like ball sweat or jizz.
You don't have to. There's gay men that don't like that.
That's what I said. My issue with ball sweat is it's a matter of hygiene. Clean that shit. Take a shower or something.
No, if your balls get sweaty.
And I don't like jizz. I think jizz is gross.
I mean, even vaginal jizz?
It's a little bit different. You can't end up with that in your eye.
I beg your pardon?
Okay, the logistics of it are
I beg your pardon?
Different. Plus, it doesn't goop.
I beg your pardon.
It's not weird and goopy and drip off your eyes.
It just slides down. Gross.
It's different.
No, it's still gross.
It's still different.
People, if this is your first time watching,
hi, how are ya? Good to see ya.
Let's move on to just the tip since we're in that area anyway.
Right. Speaking of jizz. Tonight I'm gonna be talking a little bit about sex and technology. I mean, we are in the 21st century, and
there's no pictures.
We have no visual aids tonight. I'm sorry, kids, but it's kind of interesting to see the kind of things that are coming up because, I was a big fan of Isaac Asimov's Robot Chronicle stories. So, according to Isaac Asimov, by this point we should have all had flying cars and robot servants.
Explain to people who that is.
Isaac Asimov, for those of you who don't read, was a science fiction writer back in the 60s. In fact, if you've seen Bicentennial Man with Robin Williams, that was actually based off one of his stories. I, Robot with Will Smith is actually based off of one of his stories. It's a little bit different, obviously.
There was another movie that was
there was another one. I'm trying to remember what it was now off the top of my head. I don't know. But anyway.
I'll look while you talk.
But so, what they predicted we would have going on, the 21st century around this time, it hasn't quite happened. But in terms of sex and technology, you'd be surprised at what we are getting. And it's kind of interesting, at least to me it is anyway. Technology really is, what are you doing?
How did that happen? Why?
I don't know. It's really technology is really the future when it comes to sex and dating. I mean, think about it. Between online dating, online porn, hookup apps, technology has completely changed the way that we date and the way that we have sex. No, not artificial intelligence. I don't believe so.
No, I'm looking at related movies.
You've already got toys that are controlled via Bluetooth. Toys that are controlled by apps long distance, across the country. Nightfall. Nightfall? Oh, I guess maybe, yeah. Oh, yes, no, that's right. Nightfall.
I forgot about that movie.
I don't think I've seen it. There's even, I thought this was kind of cool, there's even a Fitbit for your penis, believe it or not.
Excuse me?
It's a Fitbit for your penis. It's like a cock ring, and it's connected to an app. It does monitor, actually. It monitors all sorts of stuff, and it even has it has a pacing mode where it vibrates and you match the pace with your thrusts.
What?
Right. So, you know, depending on you know, that's what it does. It's really kind of interesting.
Oh, they made the movie twice, Nightfall in 1957 and 1988, and it looks like in 2000. And they're gonna think in 15.
Right. So
okay, sorry.
So yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of stuff still, and there's an app. It's called a Sext Adventure, and it's you can sext with a pre-configured robot, but you're still sexting with a robot. Like it's weird. It's so bizarre. And now you've got 3D porn and virtual reality porn is becoming a bigger industry. I remember when 3D porn came out. It's a little weird.
What's 3D?
3D porn is like, it's like a 3D movie, but it's porn.
Really?
And it's really bizarre. Like you picture on a big screen TV, right? So you've got your 3D glasses on. There's things in your face, and you know, so it's designed to be right up
in the experience.
Sort of, like it's designed to be up close and personal. It's a little strange. There's been get the money shots going, and you're going, you know,
but it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Oh, because it's 3D.
It's 3D. Yes. It's not real. Yes. But now they've got virtual reality porn. In fact, one company has put out a couple of like virtual reality things on the Oculus app now, which I believe is part of Samsung. So you can now do the whole virtual like it's interesting. So you can kind of.
I need you to bring your VR gear next time.
Okay, I'll get right on that. It's anticipated that by 2022, virtual reality dates will be a thing. So picture what's that movie with Stallone and.
Since we're looking up things tonight.
Right. It's the, they've got the virtual reality thing happening, whatever it is. But like at this point, like, face-to-face dates will be so last century. It's like you can actually now, like.
He wakes up in 2032?
That could be it. Demolition Man? That could be right. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
What is this? Lawnmower Man? No, that's not it. Demolition Man.
Yeah, I think that's right. But it's like, now you can connect with somebody like over an app and then create a virtual world where you can go and have a first date. Imagine if it's a shitty first date, if your person ends up being a creep, you can just sort of disconnect and be done with it.
I think it would be a great opportunity for those people that like to date people in other places, or if they have long distance relationships.
Long distance relationships, things like that. There's definitely pros and cons to it, but it's kind of interesting. Like it's getting to the point now where if probably sooner rather than later, like you'll actually be able to have sort of a virtual encounter with someone. Like, remember back in the day, way back in the day when the internet was first sort of becoming a thing.
I don't remember.
You would have
I'm sorry.
Right. You'd have like themed chat rooms,
Oh yes, yes.
But they were chat rooms like you could go. I remember there was one place that I used to chat. It was right before I moved to Hawaii.
Were you a Yahoo chatter or an AOL chatter?
I was more of a.
Or were you on IRC?
I was on IRC. I was on all of them because I'm shy and it was the easiest thing for me to do. Once I discovered the internet, oh my God, I loved it because I could talk to people and not have to worry about being face-to-face with them.
Well, we had a similar experience because I have an interview coming up on a podcast, and our stuff will be returning to iTunes soon. But I mentioned in my interview that I wasn't out in high school or in college, but that was like my first opportunity to tell people, like talk to people and find out what it was like to be gay.
Right.
And it was so interesting.
Well, there was a chat site that I used to be on. It was called like Hawaii Chat Universe or something like that. And almost everybody in it was either in Hawaii or whatever. I actually met quite a few people that way. But like they had like different themed rooms that you could go into, and then there was like one that was designed for like just two people, and like
or so it would tell you the room is checked out.
Right. So you could sort of create your own sort of little bubble that way, and you could like do the whole like cyber sex thing or whatever the hell it was. Like it was, you could kind of, I wasn't either so much, but it's like, but it was interesting, people that would create these sort of virtual worlds for themselves. But now you can actually do that and actually create a virtual world for yourself. It's really kind of interesting. There's also companies out there that are working on being able to 3D print certain pieces of anatomy.
You got to be careful with that because it could still be porous.
Well, yeah, I mean, it depends on what they're, but it's an interesting sort of concept because they want to like 3D print certain pieces of your anatomy.
So young.
Hey, messenger, oh, Jesus.
No, I'll explain it to you at another time, Ryan.
And like enable these 3D printings with like a touch feedback. So if you can, like, it'll respond to certain stimuli. So, right? So you picture you have to go away on a business trip or something.
Oh,
you can take a 3D printout of whatever, and there you go. You know what I mean? So there's that. It's anticipated that driverless cars, which are starting to become a reality now. I believe Tesla has one that they're testing out. I think Mercedes has one that they're testing out.
And Uber.
Google and Uber. Like they're starting to become more and more of an actual reality. And
less of a novelty.
And less of a novelty. And the theory is with driverless cars, you're gonna have a lot of sex in cars. Because think about it.
Once millionaires start buying them, they get cheaper.
Well, it's like, and
they'll come down here.
Like, you don't have to worry about getting distracted while you're driving, while somebody's giving you a blowjob and you're giving a road head.
Oh shit, the directions are wrong.
Right.
Hold on. Hold on.
Make sure your GPS is where it needs to be. So there's that, and then there's a whole fetish out there. This is kind of interesting. There's a whole fetish out there
so weird
that has to do with
it's not weird
with fembots. And in fact, if you go onto Netflix, there is a documentary called My Sex Robot, and this
is not a joke.
And no, it's actually kind of interesting because it actually talks about people that have the fetish, and they're talking to two inventors that are actually trying to come up with an actual sex robot. Now, here's the thing. Is this fully
operational?
Well, that's the thing. So it's a totally legit fetish, most often found in cisgender heterosexual men. Very often, it's boys who have watched things like the Bionic Woman and the $6 Million Man and things like that, and they kind of see this sort of thing. They're like, ooh, hey.
Oh, they're gonna love the Scarlett Johansson movie that's coming out.
So that kind of thing. There's a huge online community that has to do with this fetish.
Answer to Ryan's question, it wasn't like AOL Messenger or AIM Messenger. It was more of like forums,
right?
To relate it to something that is today. It was more like
forums, where it wasn't like an instant.
You could chat.
Some of it was. It depends on where you were and what
platform you were on.
Right, depends on what the platform was. But there's conflicting opinions among professionals in regards to the ethics of like sex robots. Some people say that the idea of sex robots is fine if they're programmed to consent, then it's consent.
You can't rape a robot,
right? That's the thing. If it's programmed for consent, then you can do pretty much whatever the hell you want. Robots could also.
If a robot comes after me and tries to like put it in my boo hole, then I'll be like, hey.
They say that robots could also fill a void for people who are lonely or who have social issues relating to people and things
like the guy on Strange Addictions that has the blow up people.
Right. Others, however, say that it perpetuates a society that objectifies women. It's sort of like, well, if what you're looking for is someone to be completely subservient and can't say no, like it. So are you able to? They question if there's going to be an issue with recognizing that not every woman is a robot. You know what I mean? Like if you're so used to something not saying no and so used to that sort of thing.
Well, they have the same problem with video games. Do they cause violence? Right. Do they? I mean, who's to say?
Right.
I played violent video games. But...
Right. It could also lead to it could also be an unhealthy relationship. Like if you're not just using your sex robot for sex, but if you're actually sort of in a relationship with it.
You're still reading that.
Yeah. Then you figure there's no, you don't have to deal with the things that you would in a normal healthy relationship, like conflict and communication and compromise and things like that, that are what make up a healthy relationship. You don't have that. You have an inanimate object that, while it may be able to respond, it's not going to be able to give you that interaction that an actual healthy relationship has.
I wonder if they can make handhelds that are said responsive.
It wouldn't necessarily be a robot then.
Oh, because it's just plain technology.
The men who were interviewed said they like the idea of a completely subservient partner programmed to be the perfect woman.
But isn't that society that Okay, so we have a problem with men thinking that they're looking for the perfect women, but then we don't knock down the stereotype that we're projecting to them that they're looking for that perfect woman.
It's a, like I said, it's a, you've got people on both sides that have pros and cons, and
but
you know,
also my question, if they make these sex robots as men too, are women going to have the same problem as men?
And I'm sure absolutely. There's actually one of the inventors is actually working on a male robot.
They always make sex dolls that look like men. Horrible.
They do. They're awful. I'm like, why can't they make them look as good as they make the women?
No, I'm like, what is this?
Like, they look like Ken dolls with Down syndrome. Like, it's awful. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Why can't you, like, it's terrible. And you know, a lot of the things that kind of jump to mind when someone says that they're I think the term is a robophile. Like, or if they have a fetish where they want to either have sex with a robot or whatever it is, it does not mean that they want to have sex with machines. Like, they don't want to have sex with their toaster.
Well,
they don't want to make love to their washing machine. Like, those are completely different fetishes. But when it's like a robot fetish, it's not saying they just want to, you know, stick their penis in their blender. Like, it's not the same thing.
Well, that is not recommended, folks.
And there's also a big difference between like a sex robot and, let's say, like an automated sex toy. For it to be like a real sex robot, they want realistic movement and like responses. Like if you have like a sex doll that doesn't move but has like a tape recorder and has like like that's not a robot. And like the sex machines, you know, the one where you like plug in and then they're like, like, you know, that kind of thing. Like, that's not a robot either. That's a fuck machine. That's just what that is.
Oh, they do make those though.
They do make those. They do make those,
but they look highly intense.
Oh my god!
Some of the demos that I've watched,
you crank that up. I'm like, ooh.
They're like, okay, be careful when you, and then you see like, and she's like, oh my god, and you're like, no.
Oh my god. Experts actually say that by 2045, they anticipate that at least 1 in 10 people will have had sex with a humanoid robot of some sort.
Not if they're married. I'm just kidding.
Would that be cheating?
It might be.
They also anticipate that by 2050, robot-human marriages will be a thing.
We can't even get.
I know we can't even get gay marriage right, but they actually think.
But something in my mind would tell me that they would let
people marry robots before
they're
okay
with
like
gay
marriage.
Yeah,
stupid. And I mean, most of the inventors out there, most of the people that are working on these products are creating products that are geared more towards cisgender heterosexual men, which sucks. But like I said, there are a few out there that are working on male robots.
Oh.
But
they better be good looking. Do they need me to test these out so I can tell them?
The demand for the male robots aren't really as high as for the female robots.
Dolls?
No, it's for the female robots.
Oh.
So, you know, it's going to be a matter, yeah.
Considering. And I mean this in the most respectful way to my fellow men. Men have little control over their sexual appetite. Women have huge sexual appetites, but can control it.
Most of them.
A little bit better. Men are still out there after all these years raping women when they could just basically send a message to somebody and say, come over. And
rape isn't about sex, though. Rape is about
I understand that. Control, yes. But still, like, I'm a little hesitant. I wonder what they will think when we start marrying robots.
Well, I mean...
and will the behavior be like that of a human, and will it be programmable? Like they said, Stepford Wives.
Right. I mean, it's entirely possible, honestly. The technology is there. We have the technology to be able to make essentially what the type of robots that Isaac Asimov wrote about. Like they, when you get into like not his.
Us?
That's always entirely possible, but it's like there's certain things that you can never really program. Like you can't really program emotions or whatever. Like you can program sort of false emotions into like a robot, but you can't. Like there's certain things that you just can't program into a robot. But sometimes that's not necessarily necessary for everyone.
Have you seen Humans? I need you to find that and watch it.
But I mean, it's.
This makes me think of it.
Like there's one story, and I'm trying to remember which one. It's one of his earlier.
You're making me look up stuff.
No, it's fine. But like this woman has a robot companion basically, and she ends up falling in love with this robot because the robot
is that
kind of fulfills her every need, you know, and doesn't. You don't really have to, you know, worry about having it go away or do anything or look at somebody else or whatever, you know. So it kind of, Gabe, yes, I have seen the synthetics. There's so many sex dolls out there now that they're kind of.
Are the sex dolls the ones that are?
It's like the real dolls. It's like the real dolls.
And the guy like changes her and changes her hair and makes sure her vagina's clean.
Yep. Like it's you know we've talked about sex dolls and stuff on the show, but. Sex dolls now, especially the realistic ones, they're kind of
their men still look horrible too.
Well, they do, but they're kind of old news at this point. Like they're kind of at the point where, like I remember when real dolls were first a thing. I remember like the HBO specials and stuff like that. They're like, oh my god, look at this. And now it's like, whatever. Like now it's like if I'm gonna spend that much money on something like that.
But they're still really expensive.
They are.
Made them affordable at all.
Some of them are more affordable, but they're also not the
biodegradable.
The better ones obviously are still going to be really pricey, but
you know, like
But it's interesting to see where we're going in technology, and it's interesting what we're doing with the technology. Like we have all of this technology that we're perfecting, and you know we're doing all these things with it. And
this is the quest to find the perfect human.
Well, I think it's interesting that with humans being sexual beings that we're utilizing all this high-tech stuff to take our sex lives and our relationships to a completely sort of otherworldly level. It's very sort of sci-fi.
With each other.
It's very sci-fi. It's very interesting. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like I would be totally down for like a virtual reality date or something like that. Like I think that would be really freaking kind of cool. Like I think that it would be like, let's, you know, as someone that spent a lot of time in internet chat rooms and stuff, because I am so damn shy, that I think that like a virtual reality, even sexual encounter, I think I'd be curious. I would totally be interested in something like that, just for shits and giggles to see, because it's not like you're actually doing it with somebody, you know, like, but I think that would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, if men could interchange their penises, they probably would.
I can click the sucker off and then
right,
click it back
put
on.
something else on, change the size, change the color.
If I couldn't fit in my pants,
change the shape.
Just be like, oh shit, let me put the small one on,
Right.
so I can wear these tight ass pants.
See? Totally.
Not anything that I've ever thought about.
Right. What you got an offbeat for us?
Oh boy, we have people all over the place, including Florida tonight. Are you ready? People evacuating their homes because of a California dam crisis left behind some animals. Are you ready for the animals? The animals are kangaroos, zebras, deers, Maybe some, dogs and cats, but those didn't make the news. But
the kangaroos did.
Yes. I didn't wear my blonde hair tonight, but I think.
Who the hell is messaging me?
Are we?
Apparently,
We're not doing anything. Florida woman is transported by ambulance to 7 different hospitals.
Did you just say ambulance?
Ambulance. I always say it wrong.
Yes.
You're never going to get me to change it. Scott makes fun of me too.
Ambulance.
So, ambulance. To 7 different hospitals during an epic 26-hour doctor shopping spree. So, this lady, I believe, has an emergency, but she went doctor shopping. I picture her going from, "Are you my doctor?" "No, not today. Not today."
I had like a list of your qualifications and the type of surgeries that you could perform. That fucking idiot.
Can I get your resume real quick?
God.
My vagina's on fire, but I like.
Ryan's asked about what about platonic dates and coffee dates and things like that, and Elizabeth the appointment. Yeah, it's the kind of thing that's. I mean, that's I picture almost like a Star Trek thing, where they have the holodecks. That sort of thing. Except instead of both of you being on the holodeck, it'd be like a virtual holodeck where you can kind of meet in the holodeck.
Well, they did something kind of like that for the Super Bowl, but it wasn't 3D or tangible or anything like that. Where at the end of the Super Bowl, they showed a Samsung commercial where there was like maybe 3 or maybe they only showed 3 to 5, but of members of our armed forces that were allowed to go to like this room that is like full of screens that were around them, and their family got to see them, and they could see their family, and it made me cry. It was so amazing because they could see their family and they could talk in real time. It was like when they were talking.
I think they did that sort of for that was the Oculus stuff that they were.
Yeah, it was so beautiful. So we're headed in the right direction, and where I work, we're working on 360 tours, and also working on 360 videos where, because I work at a school where you can actually see the students doing the stuff that you might experience as a student. So
interesting.
You might be having relations soon because of that. Where was I? Idaho's, wow, my brain is off. Idaho man's pet squirrel Joey goes nuts on a burglar.
Don't mess with the squirrels.
Idaho, I've heard some freakish things about your pets. I've heard about people having pet bears. Heard about people now.
Well, we don't have to worry about pet bears now. We got the boss in the house. No bears now. We gonna have our guns, so we don't have no bears.
I reckon. Anyway, so medicinal marijuana users skeptical of their product safety after a couple of recalls for banned pesticides.
Don't use pesticides on your weed, folks.
I mean, if you are, maybe you should just get that environmental friendly pesticide that doesn't kill all bugs. Am I boring you?
Yes. Sorry.
I don't do that kind of shit to you when you're on this. Oh my God, that is so rude. That is so rude. Let's talk about current events.
Did I mention I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning?
No. Why are we still having a show if you're tired like that?
Okay, well, good night, folks. Thanks for watching. We're done now.
Oh my God, that's so rude in the first place. I would never do anything like that to you.
Totally, it snuck up on me. It was one of those things that wasn't
anyway,
thinking about it just happened.
Meth dealers, if you're listening or watching, let me tell you something. There's some do's and don'ts that we need to inform you of. Do address it to yourself. When you're staying at a hotel, you can address it to yourself as a guest. Yes. Okay, we're understanding each other. You don't have to just do this at a hotel. You could do this anywhere. Anywhere. But don't put your name as the return address. And that was not in Florida. I thought it was, but it wasn't. And the medicinal marijuana thing is in Canada, which I'm just informed that it's legal in Canada.
It is, yes.
So Elizabeth,
they're chatting. They're having separate conversations.
Maybe they need a virtual reality room.
Something.
What if we were virtual reality? Oh my god, that would be so amazing.
Could be in people's living rooms.
Oh my god. Well, some people don't have really clean living rooms. Your neighbors in Alabama had squirrels for pets?
Wait, if there's no sound, that's probably your fault. We're fine.
Oh. Who doesn't?
Ryan said he has no sound. It's in and out. It's probably Ryan's fault because he was the one that was having problems last time, but it was all on him. Wasn't us.
Are you gonna miss the part where we talk about you? I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Really, I'm just kidding. So let's move to current events really quickly.
I did not watch the Grammys, mostly because I really don't give a shit. I went and watched.
Wait a minute. In society, we have pop culture. Do you watch anything that's pop culture?
No, I don't have TV. Although I did watch the new Netflix show with Drew Barrymore.
Oh, the one with the diet?
It's hysterical. It's not what you think it is. It has nothing to do with the diet.
I know. Somebody already told me, and I don't know if I agree with that. I can't watch Walking Dead, so I don't know.
No, this isn't. I was laughing the entire time. Like, I was literally
We're busy.
laughing the entire way. Like, there's very little that will make me laugh out loud that made me laugh out loud.
Okay, so it's a comedy.
But no, I did not watch. Yes, it's a comedy. But no, I did not watch the Grammys, mostly because I really don't give a shit. I went back and watched Beyonce's thing after the fact, and I was bored after 2 minutes and stopped because I was like, I don't know what this is, and I'm bored.
Okay. Since you brought up Beyonce, is Dee still watching? I feel like she's watching me with razor blades.
Could be.
Because I feel
she's very quiet. We'll find out.
When a black woman's quiet, that means she's up to no good. Especially Dee. I liked Beyonce's tribute to herself for motherhood.
Did I say tribute to herself? Like, it was like...
and having her mother introduce her act as a mother of
I was just like, okay, how long is this? Is this like 15 minutes long? Are we done yet? Like,
well, you have to understand that she's all about presentation. So is and I forgot one other thing to add onto the list, but I'll talk about it. I understood it all, but I almost didn't understand like these ears. They probably could just come off, but I've decided to wear them anyway. But her headpiece was almost that of like people that play the Virgin Mary, and I almost was like,
girl, you ain't no virgin.
You're not the Virgin Mary, or somebody help me understand, because
I think she was just going for like a sort of a goddess look. Like I just wasn't.
It was safe for her because she was pregnant with 2 little people, and
I don't know. I wasn't that impressed. I was like, okay, so.
Well, you're not very thoroughly impressed with Beyonce in general. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Oh, I'm usually impressed by her, but it was the headpiece. That was all.
I didn't think it didn't need to be a half an hour long. Like,
it was not that long compared to what else was going on. Victoria, I don't have facial expressions.
I know Adele fucked up. I didn't see the fuck up, and I wasn't
rebroadcast.
When I went to go look, I think it was only the second part, the do-over, and I wasn't entirely. I don't know how I feel about it. In general, I love Adele.
Have you heard the original song?
I've performed it.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking.
It's actually one of my favorite George Michael songs.
But I think it was more to pay.
I just think it's interesting that they chose that song.
Yes, out of all the ones.
Out of all of the songs you chose.
Especially there's one where they like, I don't know if it's a single though. Maybe.
I thought it was an interesting choice. And I mean, it's.
I didn't.
Because the song itself is about promiscuity. That's what the song is.
Well, that's what it's pretty much known.
Yeah, but it's a very interesting choice. I was
if
like,
I die, I don't want somebody to sing songs about me having sex or
it's just an interesting choice, and I was like,
being
I don't know.
a fast boy.
Like, I just don't know how I don't know. I think they could have done that slightly differently, but you know, whatever. I did not, however, see the Gaga and Metallica thing.
So live TV, she fucked up. Metallica, what's his name? Gosh, I always forget his name. The lead singer,
dude, yeah.
His mic was not working, and he got to a point where he was sharing a mic with Gaga,
right?
And it was.
There was just all sorts of weird fuck ups and stuff
because they made it really live. Like there was no edit, kind of like New Year's Eve. And she's on TV tonight. Lord help us. She's singing live-ish tonight. Can you just lip sync?
She can't. Mariah can't even lip sync, honey. She doesn't know the words to her own damn songs. You have to at least know the words. She doesn't know the words to her own songs.
This one's a new one, so.
Oh God, now she's really not gonna know the words. Like a fucking drag queen going, what am I gonna perform tonight? Oh, I'm gonna perform this song even though I've never done it and only heard it once.
No, not me.
Watermelon, watermelon, watermelon.
Not me. One good thing that I saw out of the Grammys that I loved. There was a lot of people taking a political, using the moment that they won the award to address the national audience or worldly audience, and letting people know that you need to keep an eye on the political agenda. Katy Perry did this amazing thing where she came out in a house in a picket fence. I don't know if you've seen it, but
I didn't see it.
You need to watch it. And to me, as an artist, it was amazing. The whole house came apart at one point, and the picket fence came apart. And
I just basically, when things like that, when it's like the Grammys and stuff like that, all I have to do is watch social media. I don't even have to see any of it. And it was interesting because, and I always think this is interesting because especially when it comes to the gays. When it comes to the gays, generally Beyonce and Gaga can do absolutely no wrong ever. And God forbid you have a different opinion. If you say, honey, people were wearing shoes before Gaga came around. Oh, no, they didn't. Nobody wore shoes. Gaga did it all, and only Gaga. But people were ripping Katy Perry to shreds.
Why? Have you heard? That song is like so politically charged.
I didn't like her dress. I did see pictures, and I thought her dress was a little odd. And why did she go blonde?
Because she changes her hair color like every
that was
6
weird.
months.
That I didn't even recognize her. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Didn't even recognize her.
But I kind of like it.
I didn't like the weird Muppet skirt.
Well, she didn't wear that when she performed. She wore all white. But I think her thing was that there's like people that don't have faces that are running the White House because the house was all white and the picket fence was all white.
Interesting. I'll have to look that one up. I haven't seen it.
And then at the end, it became We the People.
Oh, speaking of We the People, did you see what the hell is the stupid chick's name with the Trump dress?
Oh, God, I forgot about...
I saw pictures of that. Apparently, she's not known for her fashion choices at these things. I
hadn't heard of the lady. I still don't know her name.
She's a person of color.
Well, I have news for you that there are a lot of people of my same brown descent that are truly in love with the man that decided that he would do things orange to his face. And I love who called him Agent Orange.
That was Busta Rhymes.
Loved it. There was so much. There was so much charge.
People took it and made it political when it was Busta Rhymes got up there with a Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah,
they laid that shit down.
They didn't even care.
I only watched a little bit of that, and I was like, that right there, they won the Grammys. They won the Grammys all over, like right there.
There was just so much, and then the president of the Recording Academy came out and said, this is the time, blah, blah. And then somebody else said something that we use our artistry to, show people that this is a time for change. It was Joy Vila that wore that horrible
that's
dress.
what it was.
It was a beautiful dress, but it had ugly things on it.
It wasn't even beautiful. It looked like an apron.
I thought it was beautiful.
No, it looked like a fucking...
It looked like it was a mermaid dress.
No, it looked like it was made out of a shopping bag.
Are we thinking about the same thing?
It's hideous.
It was blue?
It was red, white, and blue. You look it up. It's hideous. The style was awful.
Oh, that's the wrong password. I have my work password in my head.
Why do people use that term? Because...
What? What term?
A person of color. They're people of color. It's an all-encompassing term that is used for people who are not white.
I use the term all the time to encompass
Hispanics,
Asians,
blacks,
but all those people
that aren't white because they're a person of color.
That's a very good question, though. I could just say COP, and that sounds really weird. Joy Vila.
COP?
People of color.
COP?
People of color.
COP?
Cop.
People of color?
Yeah.
I never hear COP. I always hear POC. That would be person of color.
No.
Yes. The dress is hideous. It's ugly as fuck.
Oh, it is.
It's an apron made out of a shopping bag.
It's creative.
No, it's not. It's hideous.
I can't see a good picture.
Divas, this is not creative evening wear. Do not copy this shit. Okay?
I thought it was a mermaid dress.
Oh, and then Lindsay Lohan. God, Jesus Christ. Lindsay Lohan is now quoted saying, well, if you can't beat him, join him. No. No.
Her album sales exploded.
I'm sure.
Not in a bad way.
Ugh. Lord. And then did you see the SNL with Melissa McCarthy again?
Yes, I watched it
I love the leaf,
4 times.
the leaf blower.
No, my favorite part was when she was like, "What did you say? What did you say?" And then she goes around the room and
chases them around with the podium.
I was like, "Oh my god, I need one of those."
And then brings Kate McKinnon on session.
So last,
you
know what's gonna happen? So last week I told you that Donald Trump was mad that not only did Melissa McCarthy do this, he didn't complain about that.
No, he complained about being a woman.
He complained that it was a woman. So
I think now they're working on doing every single person in his cabinet.
They're gonna work, and I want to see who's gonna be
I think Rosie O'Donnell is. I think that's what they've. And he hates Rosie O'Donnell.
And
he hates Rosie O'Donnell with
I think that
passion.
I think that he should be in court with Bannon and then Alec Baldwin. So it'd be Rosie and then Alec Baldwin and then him fighting something weird like
himself.
Yeah.
Or a court, like in court. Or a court, because he keeps telling the courts that he's going to see them in court.
Yeah.
Fucking dumbass. So it'll be like a court that's in court while they're in court about the courts and that. But interestingly enough, has he said anything on Twitter about it? Because that was right around the time that his security dude had to resign for I don't know, treason.
Oh my!
Because nobody knew that he was in contact with Russia. Hello, we all knew that he was in contact. Everybody knew.
I didn't.
Everybody knew.
Oh, maybe I did.
That was something. This is not something that has been any sort of a secret. All through her campaign, Hillary was like, "Hey, you need to watch this shit."
Mm-hmm.
The entire time. And interestingly enough, since he's resigned, there's been a lot of nobody's saying much of anything at Fox News and things.
Fox News, are you there? Fox News.
We're gonna talk about
Fox News.
Look at this pen.
Fox News.
This pen is destroying
Fox
America.
News.
America.
Fox News.
And
something's going on in the White House.
Like now, it's like crickets. And you've got what's her name? You've got Kellyanne now.
Fox News the other day, and they had like some lady doing recipes on during the news.
And then you've got Kellyanne, who is in danger of possibly being dismissed because she's doing things like, advertising for Ivanka. You can't do that.
Oh, that was
is
a funny
against
thing that
the
Melissa
law.
McCarthy did.
Right, with the bangle and then the $49.95. But you can't, when she was like, go buy Ivanka's stuff, la 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 la, here's a free commercial for you, here's a free advertisement for you. You cannot do that. That is so against the law. You can't. Like, and there's no way to backpedal out of that because guess what? There's video. But then again, knowing the people that are after Trump has said, I never said anything about Putin. Well, here's the video. I never said anything about it. But we have the video that says that, see, that's you, and that's you saying, no, I never said that. But that's you right there, and you just said that, but I never said that.
I didn't say that.
So, judging by the administration, I don't know. But it's kind of looking like things are starting to get a little...
Who was the one that resigned today?
Oh, did somebody resign today?
Oh, my God.
Things are getting a little crumbly, looks like, up at Capitol Hill. Things are not...
Didn't I send that to you?
Things are not looking so good. Like, it's getting a little messy up there, and it looks like they're starting to sort of lose
his Department of
labor. That's right. The Department of Labor nominee withdraws his nomination.
So let's go through this. So if you support Trump, continue watching. I love you. The Department of Labor, that guy, gone. So get this. Trump thinks that the media, that would be us too.
Fake news.
Is making up all the scandals that keep coming out about Russia. So, and then we find out that as more people are investigating, there's not just one scandal that's being investigated. There's 3.
So basically what we're doing is we went 8 years without a scandal. So to make up for lost time, we're just going to do all the scandals within the first 30 days.
Oh, here's some more.
Oh, thank you. Yes, all the scandals. Wait, no more? More scandals.
Oh my God, we haven't had one in 8 years.
All the scandals.
Oh,
so many scandals.
Wait, you need a come down cloth. Hold on.
Okay. All the scandals.
There.
Okay.
Oh my God. 30
this
days.
is for the first 30 days.
Oh my God.
This is the scandals. These are the scandals that we did not have in 8 fucking years.
Thanks, Obama.
That now they're trying to make up for lost time and just cram all of them into the first 30 days.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? Like, come on, people. And what drives me crazy and what I just don't understand is that you have the Trump supporters that are still like...
They're like Lindsay Lohan. Oh,
it's fine.
Just give him a chance.
It's like, do you understand? Like, that blows my mind. That is brainwashing, folks. That is an abused partner who has been in a relationship that is full of nothing but gaslighting and...
Are you talking about Melania? Or whatever her name is?
Like, this is the Trump supporters that are still all about Trump and not seeing...
So, speaking of Trump supporters,
and then
we have the Under Armour
dude.
guy who's the CEO or president or whatever of the company who said that Donald Trump was an asset to the country.
Mind you,
and now he's taking all that back.
Under Armour, you know why? Under Armour is a company based out of Maryland. Maryland beat the pants off of Trump.
I want to tell...
Landslide Hillary won, blue state all the way. And his company is based in Maryland.
You know what else happened? That's around that same time that statement came out that he said Donald Trump is an asset to this company. So around that time, a coupon, because I am athletic in some regard, but I buy Under Armour. That's all you need to know. Sent a $40 coupon. That's like a pair of sweats or
I get it. No, I don't buy Under Armour.
But I was like, fuck it. No. I'm not giving you my money.
It's like, so he's backpedaling now because he realized...
You know what happened? It's the same thing that happened to the guy with Uber. Because we all said, oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
He's with Donald Trump, so I'm going to go ahead and get a Lyft. What's happening now is he's getting his shit kicked out of him because he sent out that coupon. Nobody responded properly.
You know what I think is... this is something that I think is fascinating right now. So... there's over the, you know, whatever, however long, decades, this country has always protested things that we've thought to be unjust or wrong or whatever.
People.
And it's, you know, from slavery on, like these are things that we've always done. Protesting has always been,
slavery has never existed.
Protesting has always been something that we've done. And
I just
it's like for me, like what's happening now is something that you don't see very often, and that is,
oh, I like her quote.
And that is direct results being seen. You have like results that are happening like as the protests are, like the resistance and everything that we're doing right now. People a lot of times are like, well, what's the use? It's not gonna change anything. It is gonna change something, because we spoke up when we said, no, we are not gonna let you detain legal immigrants, people that have green cards, people that are already legally allowed to be here. And now there's been 2 courts that have said, you can't do that.
And now he's still gonna rewrite the executive order.
But
so he can't read.
But it's you know what I mean? Like we've had 2 courts say, nope, stop, sorry, can't do it. You guys come on back in. When Uber was like, oh, I'm gonna go join, I'm gonna be an advisor, la la la, we're all like, fuck you, Uber. Everybody deleted apps, everybody went to Lyft, and Uber said, oh shit. So Uber, what does Uber do? Donates $3 million or something like that to help these people
come back.
Right, and pays legal fees and things like that. And he withdrew from being Trump's advisor. So,
and some people that complained to Uber got some coupons from Uber.
Like these are things that and while they may not seem like big victories when it comes to the whole thing, it's the little things like this that will, when
things like social media take
make
over,
big things crumble, because we start from the bottom. We start from the bottom and we start working our way up. And as we're working our way up, it's the little things, as we pick away here, we pick away at this, we pick away at that, and the foundation starts to fucking crumble. And that's what's happening. We did not roll over and say, okay, well, he's president, we'll just, whatever, we're done with it. We're like, no, we kept pushing and we keep pushing and we keep pushing and we keep pushing. And now we have his security, we have people resigning. We have
Clancy retired too.
Right. Like we now have things that are starting to sort of come out, and it's all because, honestly, it's because we keep pushing. It's because we won't let it lie. It's because we keep saying, no, we want fucking answers. Because we're not happy now, and we're not gonna just roll over. And the more that we can continue to pick at him, especially because every tweet that he throws out there that just makes him sound like a petulant child, like all of that is what's going to bring down this regime. And eventually it's not going to happen tomorrow, but eventually things will be as they should, and it's slowly happening.
So Ryan said something about that the Secretary of Defense resigned.
Right.
We'll have another political issue.
No, we'll have another political show.
Political show about the Gender Revolution documentary with.
I didn't get to see it. I don't have.
I think
TV.
Is it gonna be on?
I don't know. Might be. I don't have TV, so I didn't see it. But I do know that Katie Couric, after making some very, very big faux pas during interviews with people like Laverne Cox, did a very good job with this.
She's been very open, and I think she wrote a letter, or
I think she actually publicly came out and said, I apologize, I made some
and then she said
grievous errors, and
people need to just take the time to understand what's going on.
Right. It has nothing to do with what's between somebody's legs and what they have done or what they haven't had done, and blah 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 blah. So well done, Katie Couric, on that. I think that's fantastic. I think that to admit that you fucked up royally, because boy did she.
And then Laverne Cox was on the Grammys, and she brought to attention on the national stage hashtag Stand With Gavin, who we're over, aren't we?
Yeah.
Just this will be the last thing. She wanted people to be aware that Gavin is a transgender teen who, where does he live? Is this in?
I don't know where Gloucester High is. Anyway,
he's a high school senior who was once permitted to go to the restroom in a men's restroom, which you should just take the labels off. But anyway, and then all of a sudden the school changed their mind. Instead of using the bathroom, he held his bladder all day long, and I'm sure they found that was okay. Then his case started at a school board meeting before rising to the federal level. So
I think it's currently at the Supreme Court.
Yes, and he's going to...
Oh, Virginia. He's in Virginia.
Where did you see that? Okay. And then he temporarily has won his rights back to go to the men's restroom. I never thought that we'd have the day where we have to fight to go to the bathroom.
Welcome to my life. That is actually one of the reasons why I ended up getting the STP that I did. And it has very little to do with, being able to go in, but it's being able to feel comfortable and not have to stress about it if I have to go in and, that's, yeah.
I have Hulu, but if you let me know if it's on there. But she wanted us to be aware that this is happening, and that he shouldn't be fighting alone. That is it ACLU?
ACLU.
Is representing him and helping him fight the case, along with his, I think his parents are on the ride with this, but just be aware of such things that are happening. Somebody was telling me that you have to look at bills, because bills could say that they're for something else. Like just
things get tucked into.
Yeah, and then when you read the lines,
right.
It says, Felicia Minor will not be able to go to the restroom on Sunday morning,
right.
even if she really
has to. That's why when it comes time to start voting for things, you guys really have to read and, all
Ryan
that stuff.
Says it's on Hulu.
I'll have to go check it out. But, and pay attention to, who's up for, whose seats are going to be open and who's going to be up for re-election next year. I know Jeff Flake is. We need to get him the fuck out.
One thing that I have noticed that is working too, and some public officials have been responding to such things. Last week I got an email that you should call John McCain or something.
I'm always iffy about McCain though. He flip-flops like nobody's business.
He does. But if somebody else is representing you that you can trust, or even if you feel like you can call the next person that could represent you, they can speak on your behalf. And get things going. We have things coming up. We have the Supernova. I just want to say it's the Supernova weekend. It's on the 25th and 26th, and it'll be at the Rock. If you want specifics, I can send you dates and times. Spotlight is officially back, and we are gearing up. And I had leg day yesterday, so I'm sure it's going to hit me tomorrow.
Probably.
So I'll be looking funny tomorrow. But anyway, March 25th at Cash. It's a Saturday and at 9 p.m.
Next year, it's going to be awesome.
Ryan's supposed to be coming.
Ryan,
did you take that night off?
Ryan?
Are you there, Ryan? Anyway, and April 2nd, Spotlight will be performing at Phoenix Pride.
6 to 7 p.m. at the community stage.
Okay. I didn't know we had a time now. Okay. Was the time on the thing?
Yes.
I forget. I have a lot of things going on.
Don't forget to send Edward the thing.
Yes, I requested it. Oh, okay. We like to thank our sponsors, PhoenixMovieBears.com. What's the next thing they're seeing? They're going to see a lot of things. There was 3 things that hit me all at once.
They're going to go see all the things.
They're going to go see the Lego movie pretty soon. I know that. I want to see Baywatch when that comes out. Why am I really excited about that? I have no idea. I also want to see Beauty and the Beast, so I think I'm going to go see that weekend. We also want to thank Gabe King Photography. You can visit him at GabeKingPhotography.com and use code Freddy's Tip at TantusInc.com. Tantus spelled TANTUS INC, in case you didn't catch the last word. If you want to be a sponsor, contact us. Be sure to like this episode, subscribe, and share it with all your friends and enemies and Trump supporters. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And thank you so much for watching live. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you. But we thank you more if you watch live. So you can say and do things live. We'll see you next week.
We're better than virtual reality.
Are we better than?
We are.
I don't know. If
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Episode 22. Damn. You're looking good at 22.